there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into this. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
Throw these on to start. All right, we're back.
Well, we gotta hit that.
Oh, shit.
Kev?
Good call, Kev.
Kev with the save to start. Gotta hit that.
No, I'm just saying, like, like we had to have it. Like, we needed it. We had to click record.
I appreciate it.
Kev's got somewhere to be. He's giving him him the Dallas Carter.
Great call. The seconds have to be... Oh, dude, I've ran on a 2-minute riff with my unplugged mic. That's forever gone. That was people were chuckling. That was... Excuse me, that was money, but
it was money. I appreciate you telling me to hit record, or else we would have been redoing this at some point this week, or with just the shitty camera audio, which just blows. But yeah, no, hot start. Let's we love it.
Yeah.
Boys, what have you guys been up to? We just big booing around. Teej is back. We love it. Looking like Barry Bonds.
yeah, man.
Wow. Okay.
It's opening week.
I just noticed the upside down SF. Is this a distress signal for the Giants? Is this what you're throwing out?
No, I don't know. It's kind of, I was telling Boog, it's kind of the new fashion thing where everyone has
Really?
it's big in the I'll just say African American community. But a lot of it is the Dodger LA upside down stuff.
I
And
can see
saw
that.
it at Lids and I'm like, I cop that.
Let's go. Give it a shot.
Kev always likes my new lid, so I always have a new lid on the pod.
Kev, what logo would you go upside down if you had to choose?
0. I would not wear anything.
You wouldn't
with
get the
an
upside down
logo.
T, make it look like a little anchor?
I don't think so.
Come on, Kim.
No. I mean, all of that design, when you say it out loud, sounds okay, but yeah, no, I would keep it right.
Keep it a buck.
But yeah, no doubt. But yeah, I don't know what else we were saying. How we were doing?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I just answered that.
I just-
pregunta, and then
You gotta lay off this and
oh my god! Then my goodness, no, we're good. I just answered that cue, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess.
How we doing, Kev?
I'm doing great. I mean, let's just kick it off. Went to the dentist today. Perfect report. Nothing new. Just
calves?
no calves. They always say, hey, do you have braces? Never have. Just solid teeth.
Wisdom teeth out?
Wizzies are gone. Man, that was an experience, man. I had to figure out what I was going to eat and all that good jazz.
Okay.
During the...
Were you home for the wisdom teeth out, or were you back in
was.
Missouri?
I was home.
Okay.
I was home. I'll always remember, like, that day of. I don't know if I told this story or not. I might have, but like
Tell it again.
I can't. It was the day of the surgery, and I remember I had 2 pills with me. I had to take one the night before the surgery, one the morning of. But like,
Are these like relaxers?
yeah, because I'm getting So I didn't go.
You don't strike me as the guy that's going into a surgery very calm. You seem like your guy that's going to try to muscle through your medicine.
Well, no, it was more because I was still a teenager. But yeah, it was like you could get like completely knocked out, the pills, and then there was something that was like they just do it, like no numbing
Jesus
or anything,
Christ.
something weird. And I'm like, let me just go middle. Like,
Really?
so I just went like the middle ground with just like the pills, like, because I didn't want to get completely knocked out or anything. So I remember not eating anything, like no water, like I said, for probably like 12 plus hours. But the morning of, I'm like, I take this second pill as I wake up. I remember it was just right next to my little nightstand, took it. And I mean, 5 minutes, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, ooh, I don't know where I'm at.
Feeling good.
Yeah, big time.
It's so nice.
Yep. And I think I remember...
Wait, this is post surgery or pre?
Pre. They're giving you like relaxers to like let your body calm down before they go and give you like.
No.
He's getting just a local anesthetic. He's probably just going to get numbed, but they like they don't want you going there freaking out because your body will have a harder time like taking in exactly
and getting everything out. But yeah, so I'm
that's sick.
Chilling, and I remember seeing like my stepbrother walk down the hallway and he's looking at, and I think he told me that I told him I was like, hey man, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
And so I remember that was how I got my morning started. My dad's telling me, all right, let's get out the door, and he's going the normal way out the door. I'm going into the backyard thinking that's the door. And I'm looking at my dad. My dad's looking at me. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, where are you going? And I'm like,
I wonder what they gave you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going out the door, and like Brandon and Nick at this point are up, and they're just dying laughing. So anyway, I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go your way. And then like as I like walk out the door, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, this is out the door.
Right.
But then I get to the appointment, and my dad said I was trying to talk to all the ladies behind the stand.
Are they hot?
I have no idea.
Spitting
no
game.
Idea. Just I couldn't sit down.
Kept
and
your
then
pants on, right? You don't wanna...
yes. Jesus. But yeah. Anyway, I go into now I'm in the chair, getting ready to go. I'm like, I remember like having an interaction with a doctor, and I remember specifically they told me like, yeah, people usually listen to music. So I had my headphones, had Pandora, ready to go.
Pandora is so sketch, dude.
But
what
no,
the
wait a
fuck?
minute. Take this back. This is like 10 years ago.
Yeah, Pandora still works. Pandora
Yeah,
still
it's
tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's not so bad. I
Pandora
see what
10
you're
years
saying.
ago was definitely more of, I'd say, a popular
2014
thing.
range.
Yeah.
So you're probably on Maroon 5 radio, John Mayer radio.
One Republic.
No, I mean, I'm on the
pubs.
I'm on the radio I'm listening to still to the day. This is Incubus radio way back.
Jesus
But,
Christ.
Yeah, so
I love
that's got,
that.
That's
I
got
love-
10 years added on to it, man. That station
snippet of
is
some fucking-
that's
So you're getting a nice curated playlist. I almost
no doubt.
respect it. You got everything down. You've thumbs down everything you don't want to listen
Hell
to.
yeah.
You're getting just all bangers at this
Uh-huh.
point. Okay.
So
see.
as that is going, I'm corded up, and then I remember falling back, and they're getting started. My hands are here. Pocket, where's the phone? I completely forget to turn the music on.
Oh, no.
Completely forget to turn it on, and then like I get woken up to it, and I feel like a crunch, and I'm like kind of like peering around. I'm like, oh,
That's the worst.
but yeah,
Oh.
hell of a ride. And then I remember like trying like the chocolate peanut butter thing at Jamba. Never had gotten
Peanut
that
butter
before.
mood, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and ooh, hated
Yeah.
it. Did
It's
not
no,
sell it.
I'm not a fan. It's too much. It's like
yeah,
it
it
doesn't even
was-
taste like real peanut butter.
Yeah, it was
It's
too
crazy.
much. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's good.
I remember trying to get
Peanut
that going,
butter
and I'm
mood.
like, ooh, this was not it. But
So you went
No, that was a
cheese
pretty-
and bread at Togo's, or
no, it had to be all
Mashed potatoes, Gogurt.
soups,
Yeah.
yogurt.
Gogurt's
Wow.
fucking
Yeah,
fire.
Yeah,
They
if you
still
can.
sell Go-Gurt?
Oh, hell yeah, right out the tube, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Gogurt and Danimals. When I was in
Danimals.
Reno and you caught me through walking through like a Safeway on a bad day, I would have both Gogurts and Danimals, and they would probably both be gone that
and
night.
throw a Lunchable in there.
Dude, a pizza lunchable. What's your go-to lunchable? Is it the Za?
Yeah,
I think it's gotta
Gotta.
be.
God, I was never big on Lunchables. I couldn't even. Maybe pizza. I don't know. I feel like I'd want it.
Well, you got the
Or the
chips.
mini nachos.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely not the crackers and turkey and cheese. That
those
shit
are like a good
blows.
snack. But if I'm
Yeah,
going like
yeah.
for a meal,
It's like a charcuterie. I remember getting my wisdom teeth out, and I was in Reno, and my mom was like, "I gotta we gotta make sure you're like fine and have all everything you need." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good." So she came up, and they took me to the dentist, and they gave me the laughing gas. I was going under. There's no way I'm just getting down for this. Kev, that's a crazy move. They offer you laughing gas. You take laughing gas. I remember just sitting there and just being like, you don't like start hysterically laughing, but just everything's fun. It feels like you're just like, kind of like on pills, kind of lit. You know what I mean? It's a weird fucking place to be in. And I remember telling him like, "Oh my God, like I'll have my wisdom teeth removed anytime if I can have." And my mom's like sitting right there, and I'm like taking deep breaths, like inhaling. And she's like, yeah. And she started laughing. She's like laughing at this point because I'm fucked up on laughing gas. They like the lady put it on and like left the room, and I'm like, she obviously meant to do it, but like went and did something else. And so like, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God, she forgot about me. Like, oh. But yeah, that was the best part. And then just ice machined up on the fucking nothing worse. Stupid ice machines, man. That humming they make is like ingrained in my memory. It sucks ass. Boog, Teej, what you guys been up to? Same old?
nothing much.
Yeah?
It got food poisoning 2 weeks ago. It was pretty bad.
Wow.
That's why I missed the one with Josh.
Oh yeah, we never brought it up, but he was claiming it was a what we would call Schmidt fever back in Little League. You saw
No,
Maddie on the bump, and all of a sudden you're feeling
You can
sequel.
ask right, Cal. I was blowing.
Both ends.
No, it wouldn't come out this end.
Wow.
It
That's almost worse.
No,
so
I
you're
know.
just staying
No, I
in. You
know.
can't
So
evacuate.
I woke up. I ended up having, it was probably bad turkey from Trader Joe's, but it was one of those delayed ones. Like I woke up in the morning and I'm like, I don't really feel that good.
Mm-hmm.
And then went to the gym with Rye and I was like doing the workout. I'm like I still am not feeling 100%. There's something going on, but I thought like, all right, like I'll just like shit it out. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then me being stupid, I still ate. So I ate a pound of turkey and 3 eggs.
Oh.
It's like lighting the cap on a fucking C4.
Exactly. At like, so I did that at like 11:30, and then it's like 1:30, and I'm laying on my bed, and I'm like, okay, this I remember I texted the family group chat. I'm like, there's like an 80% chance this is gonna happen. And I hate throwing up. I haven't
Out of nowhere.
What?
I hadn't thrown up.
Jackie Moon.
Yeah, I hadn't thrown up in like 8 or 9 years. I think the last
That's
time
crazy.
I did was in was my senior year. So yeah, maybe like 8 years.
Anytime I
college.
get nauseous, I'm fucking pulling.
No, so I
trigger.
hate. So I'm like kind of like I'm just laying in bed. I'm like, not gonna happen. Then I had you guys were texting me, and I had fucking the chiropractor, and I'm like looking at Ryan. I'm like kind of getting sweats because it's like it comes in waves, like pain. And I looked at Ryan. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna do it. So I go and I get to the chiropractor and I'm good. I'm like, okay.
He didn't fucking pop one
No,
out
so
of you.
then I was gonna tell him,
I would have
was
been
like-
fucking. Oh god.
I was gonna tell him like, I don't know if we should do the full adjustment,
Right.
and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm here, let's just do it. And I was feeling okay. I'm like, fuck it. So he does the adjustment, and then at the end I do the stem stuff, and then I'm on traction, so I'm going up and down like I'm on a, and I'm like,
just
oh.
opening the asshole.
Yeah, I know,
Fucking.
I'm like,
let me
fuck.
out. Let me out.
And then finally, so I get home from that, and Rye was in his room working, and then I was like trying to keep, it was one of those things where it's in your head, it's like it's gonna happen, it's just a matter of when.
When, yeah.
And I'm just like laying there, and then finally I'm like, I gotta go do it. Fuck it. And I just went, and then it was like the first, not to get graphic, but like the first 3 were like kind of stomach acidy, and then my undigested pound of turkey. Just shing, and Rye's like, are you all right? I'm
Was
like,
it
yeah.
ground turkey that you had cooked up?
Yeah.
Ooh. So is there an odds there was a chef's error on that?
So I don't know what it was, because then after it happened, I
Whatever
didn't.
it was, let's get past this topic.
No, I like.
my bad.
Hey, who gives a? This is Trough, baby.
No, and then then you guys were. After that, I texted you guys. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. There's no way in hell. Because I was like, maybe if. Then the rest of the night, I was like, chills.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah. You
then
just
I
your
was-
body
no,
shuts
yeah, I
down.
was
Doesn't
just-
know
yeah.
what's going
No,
on.
just in chills, sweats, and then like just laying on the couch, and then I was just drinking Gatorade, and then I woke up next morning. I was like, okay, just freaking insane. But then I'm like, I was gun shy eating for like the 2.
Oh, yeah.
That happened. So it was Wednesday, so I didn't really eat a full meal until probably Friday, and I threw out all the turkey from.
I was gonna say, have you eaten it since, or
Yeah,
are you
so
a
I
ground
had
beef
it
guy
twice
now?
today. No, I took probably like a week off of
It's
ground
respectable.
turkey and then jumped back on. So
You ever have food poisoning?
No, but I've thrown up and it's the worst.
To the face.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
But no, the infamous one, I might have been food poisoning, was we did a little pre-Thanksgiving here, my second/third year at Ohlone.
Mm-hmm.
After practice, and it was kind of the same thing as you. Like, woke up, wasn't feeling right.
but I made it to the toilet though.
Oh, you? How old were you?
No, this
21, fucking
this
yakking
was,
out the toilet.
this was the Chiefs Rams classic on Monday Night Football.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that was.
So yeah, because I'll never forget the Chainsmokers performed at halftime that one song that just released. I forgot what it was, but I'm just
Baby,
laying.
pull me
I'm
closer.
I'm laying on the couch, just like listening to that, just
Fuck.
like holy fucking. And there,
But we were eating.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
of us were eating.
Oh,
at
and
the
you didn't
table.
go to the table?
Nah.
So
Couldn't
had you
make it.
eaten? So what did you eat before that? That was
nothing really, because I had practice and I didn't feel good at practice, and I remember. It was a ritual to get a bang after practice every day.
Oh,
so.
is this when you swore off the bangs for a little bit?
No, it had nothing to do with the bang.
Well, no. Then
Yeah,
he's on
so
the
like,
couch.
I come here.
And we're all eating dinner at the dinner table. And Boog, just like a zombie, gets up, walks doesn't even make it to the grass. Walks through the door and just
Not on the toilet.
what the fuck? And he's like, I was like,
all I remember hearing was
literally,
just-
it was like dinner and a show. We're all just like watching it right in front of everything, just freaking goes.
I remember just
What a fool.
I remember just hearing,
That is so bad. I mean, there's 3 bathrooms you could have walked to in the same exact time.
And he walked in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Just fucking turned
If I'm
him
not
loose.
eating, you're not eating.
bad
Dinner
awareness,
and a
bad-
show might be something.
Yeah, dinner, I like that.
bad awareness that time, but
Yeah, it's been, I mean, again, it's been a while since I've thrown up, but not a long time. But every time I drank, it was like I would force myself to throw up before going to bed. I wouldn't even risk laying down drunk because one, I'm either going to piss the bed or I'm going to wake up throwing up, and I don't like either of those options. I'll take the forced throw up before, calm the body down. And
Yeah,
then,
the spins is the worst. I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah.
But there's one goose night where I don't know when it was. But I think it was college. I came and laid down here on the couch. It was like 2:30, and I got the spins bad, and I'm like, I gotta go throw up. And then went to the rose bushes and just freaking yak.
it feels like they never. Once you get them, there's like even when you throw up, it feels a little bit better, but you're still like fuck, like goddamn. Kev, take a little Jack and Coke.
Yeah,
Hey!
JC.
That's where we started.
Yo, what's up, fellas? Spring break's knocking on the door, and you know it's time to upgrade that below-the-belt game. The real flex this year is keeping your boys downstairs fresh and clean. Nobody wants to be the guy with a pube fiesta. That's why our buddies at Manscaped created the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the ultimate weapon to tame those unruly bushes. Before you hit that pool party, make sure your boys are groomed to perfection. Join the Manscaped revolution by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with code Trough.
I mean, there's just nothing worse than trying to shave your balls and stem and just you're pulling, tugging, you're cutting things left and right. You know what? Not no more with Manscaped. You switch to the 5.0, never been better.
I hear you, Jim. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is where it's at, featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the game changer in your grooming arsenal. They've taken grooming precision to a whole new level with this trimmer's next-gen dual skin-safe blade heads, now accompanied by an upgraded trimmer blade and interchangeable foil blade for enhanced performance. Someone's called Wesley Snipes. That's a lot of blades, Kev. And guess what? It's waterproof, so you can trim in the shower without worrying about the cleanup on aisle D. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra also hooks you up with the Crop Preserver, Ball Deodorant, and Crop Reviver Ball Toner, the dynamic duo to keep your beach balls dry and smelling fresh. But wait, there's more. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra throws in the Weed Whacker, because nobody likes pesky nose and ear hair. Make sure your nostrils stay pristine with this skin-safe technology, preventing nicks, snags, or tugs in those sensitive holes. And as if that's not enough, Manscaped is tossing in 2 freebies with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, the Manscaped Boxers, and the Shed Travel Bag. Elevate your travel game and boxers to another level.
Get 20% off and free shipping with code Trough at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with code Trough at manscaped.com. Manscaped, for when you want to be caught with your pants around your ankles.
Nice.
Shout out Manscaped.
I'll tell you what. Wants a pube fiesta.
Boog, what you been doing? So you're starting work soon. You got the official all clear. We're bringing in the righty. We need them.
Slanging
I took
liquor.
after our kicker Will Lutz.
Wow.
Made the old reverse. Had kind of 2 job offers. The first was from TPC Harding Park.
Wow.
They loved me, raved about me. I was all ready, systems go, and then got two calls. One from a golf course closer, Boulder Ridge, also private. TPC's public, so more opportunity for tips at Boulder, and it's also closer, less
Way
gas,
closer, yeah.
on the Avalon. And so I did those 2 interviews, and then Boulder was like, hey, like we already talked to the higher ups.
Did that guy ever get back to you?
No, dude.
That's fucking crazy. That's
weird.
crazy.
Like, he literally, like Boulder Ridge literally gave me the job at the interview. Like it was like 10 minutes. The guy was like, hey, like we already talked to the higher ups. Because I worked at La Honte, like that's like a really prestigious club. And he's like, asked me like what my availability is, and I was like, mornings, like perfect. I said anytime, but he's like, mornings should be perfect. And I was like, oh, that's great.
Right.
And I was like, perks would be good, like free gym membership at Boulder Ridge, like.
Well, no, you go like Bay Club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was kind of juiced about that, and then just never heard back. Was gonna give him a call, and then this other job, sales merchandiser for
Putting it all out. I love it.
Shit.
I'll take it out.
Keep it.
For another company, so a sales job for another company, called me for a position, and I happily accepted.
Let's go.
Notified today. I passed the background and the drugs. Stay off drugs. Sober as a gopher. And so April 8th, we will be all systems go.
Wait, which one did you accept? Where are you going?
Chain sales merchandise.
Would you have taken Boulder if they would have gotten back to you or no?
No, this was my one.
Okay,
so I
good.
got what I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have told Boulder I'm out, but yeah, it's still weird.
Right. And I told you, I think we talked about it, but like as soon as you accept a job offer, people start calling like, hey, what's up? Like we saw your resume, like let's go. And it's literally inevitable, but I mean, you did the right. You got to play for yourself. And that's the thing I have the hardest time doing is like just saying fuck it and doing what's right for me. I always feel bad. I'm like, I don't know if it's the Catholic guilt that they fucking put in me at an early
you're a
age.
team player, Jim.
Raised right.
I am. Well, I think that's what got me hired at my new job. We can talk about first day today. Woo! But she's like, what have you been doing since you got let go? And I was like, the same thing. I was like, aside from work, I'm waking up at 5 every day, 4:30 every day, still like doing my same routine. She's like, I like that.
What is the morning routine? Because I've been trying to get up earlier and earlier. I'm trying to get 6 range.
So morning
Jocko
routine,
Willink.
6 is, what time do you start work?
I mean,
Whenever you want to hop on. I like, because I don't go to a gym, so that's my time. I have just a set of 25s in the room, so I do just some curls, some shoulder press. I do push-ups and air squats, and then
at 4:30.
Yeah, well, unless I'm going to jiu-jitsu. So 3 days of the week, I'm going to jiu-jitsu at 4, or it starts at 6, but it's in San Mateo, so I got to get up out the door. And then the other 4 days, I'm just on that schedule now. And so I tend to do that. And then it's usually like a combination of those, not all of it, but it's like I like to do something so I'm not feeling like I'm wasting a morning. You know what I mean?
And then
like
you have a cup of coffee.
Coffee is next, which I got into coffee late. I love me some coffee now, but
Cup of Joe.
And I drink it black. I mean, like a
man. Same with me.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
No, Tay got you a nice sweet fucking coffee drink, and you couldn't even do that.
You know, honestly, it was pretty good. I just wasn't prepared for it.
I didn't know. It was like a oat something. It was different. It was different for sure.
It was biscuits and gravy.
Yeah,
it's
true.
It was gonna have a Coke.
That's
with
true.
It.
Coke with biscuits and gravy is always the call. But after the coffee, you go and you find yourself a nice. I've been watching some old Vietnam War stuff. There's these SOG guys. They're the guys that went over the fence and went into Laos and Cambodia and shit, and like ran sketch ass missions, like trying to capture the Viet Cong and it's crazy.
Charlie.
But yeah, so I find usually try to find something informational. If I'm going to watch something in the morning, it's like a documentary or something.
Do a pod? I think you do a pod.
Pods are, I've been stepping away from the pods. No more Rogan for me. I haven't listened to Rogan in forever. I listen to like 2 or 3 and they're all like comedy and it's like, they're kind of vulgar. It feels aggressive to be doing at
no MMA
like 5 in the morning.
I
no
try
MMA
to do
hour.
It's been closer to 7, but I want to get back into like 6-ish, and then
Yeah.
cup of coffee, pod.
And it's just nice. I mean, it's different living at home. Like in Reno, I would like go for. I would take my coffee, go on a walk, and like.
Right. Yeah.
But like, I just feel like a pussy doing that at home. Like my dad will just talk shit to me as soon as I walk in the door from doing that. Where were you at, pussy? And I'm like, yeah, just thinking, you know.
Yeah, I usually
Can't say
try
that in my house.
What's your Starbucks order when you go? Just a black pike?
No, it's the venti cold brew.
Oh, you go venti sea brew?
Yeah, same as you.
Fuck yeah, I didn't know that.
I told you. Yeah.
No.
So does the cold brew have more
Fuck yeah,
caffeine,
Kev.
or is it you just prefer the cold drink of the
No,
hot?
I mean it technically does. I think.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought
Yeah.
like the nitro cold
well, no,
brews or
we don't
whatever.
get the nitro.
Oh, you
get the
don't?
nitro
No,
venti.
just a regular
yeah,
cold
just
brew.
a cold
They're
brew.
not
It's $2.85 for a venti, according to the nutrition facts. I think.
What?
Oh,
Cold
caffeine.
brew.
Oh, caffeine wise.
You mean a
I was gonna
large?
say it's
Yeah.
$4.95.
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
go.
say, where you
Yeah,
going?
I was gonna
Whatever.
say if it was $2.85, I'd be
Yeah, no,
have a lot more money.
milligrams. But yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I mean, I do like it, but yeah, in terms of like, I don't know, any sort of like caffeine like boost or something that it could give me. Not.
I mean, well, I like it more because I like sometimes like if I do a bang, it's like, ooh, this is a little too much.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And like sometimes Celsius, like I usually try to do Celsius
Yeah.
during kickball. And like some of them will like be kind of like, I don't know, dwindle down where it doesn't feel as much. And then one of them will be like, fuck. And it's like 8 o'clock and I'm like, woo, I'm still
Right.
going off of it.
And I feel like a lot of that too is the other like B12 and shit that they're putting in there, where it's like not bad for you, but like in combination, they're just a lot of things that are like picking your body up. As we're coffee, it's kind of natural. You know what you're getting with it, which is
right.
why
I
I
do
like
like, yeah, the cold brew, it's kind of a steady build, I think.
Now, have you heard of like not drinking coffee for the first 90 minutes? That's supposed to be the new thing. So you wait 90 minutes before you drink your coffee.
I'm
Really? You're
at the
right
Keurig
away?
3 minutes right after my
Oh, so you're a
piss.
Keurig guy.
Well, I've been trying to. Britt and I have been we're going to Starbucks way too much.
You ever hit the French press, dude?
No, I've done. Yeah,
I
used to-
love a French press.
I used to make my own cold brew, but I was spending
Oh, wow.
way too much on
That makes sense.
coffee because I mean it takes a lot
I was
to,
gonna
to
say,
make
yeah. Condense, yeah.
right. Because I would go to like the packs at Safeway were like if they were on sale they were like 15, if they were not they were like 18,
Jeez.
and I'd go through like a pack for a week and a half,
Right.
and then it's like you keep just I'm like, I might as well just fucking go to Starbucks and buy it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I used to make my own cold brew, and then now it's just easier just to do the Keurig thing and just
Right, just get
one-stop
pods stuck secure.
Especially when you drink it black. I don't need any of the
Exactly.
oat milk bullshit. I just
a
go
waste.
straight.
I mean, call me blue collar, but my favorite coffee is 7-Eleven. Give me a 7-Eleven
Dude,
Columbia
7-Eleven.
brew. It is like
Dude,
the
yeah.
greatest.
Man. You're in Colombian, dude.
It's
the
honestly,
Colombian.
and we used to have these
Yes.
espresso shots. It looks like a creamer, but it's an espresso shot. I would throw 4 of those in there in Reno, and I would just get fucking wired. It was crazy.
Say that again?
It's a Colombian brew coffee. So it's just like, it's a darker brew. So it doesn't have like, it has a little bit less caffeine than usual, but still decent. And then they have espresso shots that were just like, the creamer cups.
Oh, yeah.
But they're espresso. And I would dump like 4 of those in there and I would just be like fucking jacked.
And it's like $1 too.
yeah, it's cheap as shit.
And it's piping.
Yeah.
You have to wait a good 5 minutes maybe before you're like on that.
Exactly.
That
Can't even
thing
put your
is
tongue on it.
flaming.
Mickey D's has good hot coffee too.
Mickey D's is not bad. I just hate Mickey D's cup. That I don't like.
It's the fold over.
Yeah,
thing, right?
and like
Yeah.
some Sevvies have that, some don't. But the Mickey D's, the fold over, it's like always flinging coffee at you and shit. I'm like,
that's true.
It's
I
not
didn't
worth
think
my
of that.
time.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's true.
But fuck, it's getting hot.
This is off the rails.
Oh god damn. Oh, love the shirt, bro. That is sick.
Wow.
That is sick.
No
Oh,
fucking
man.
way.
It
I
almost
did it
felt
for you.
scratched.
I did it for
Fucking
you.
Fresh. That is fresh off
Hey.
the press.
Don't be silly. Jump the gilly.
That is fresh off the
Boog,
press.
that's, I did it for you, honestly. I was like, what would... I knew it wouldn't piss you off, but I was like, if they fight again,
That's def spec. I will say I big fan of the KO edition hot sauce.
Oh, really? I've never had it. So Tay Meek's the only one I see
He has
pulling it out.
He has the regular. The KO
Is it actually pretty spicy?
really spicy. It's really good. On breakfast burritos, especially.
Damn. That sounds really good.
What's an ideal breakfast burrito? My bad. Were you?
Oh no, go ahead.
Right.
Todd Senior
What's in it?
makes the best.
His sausage. What's in it?
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say-
it depends. Depends on the meal before.
Oh,
Oh, I
So if
see.
you could put
It's
tomorrow,
kind of a kitchen sink
Yeah.
burrito.
could you
Tomorrow
put
will
3 in
be-
there? 3 ingredients in your ideal
No,
breakfast burrito.
Tomorrow will be steak, potato, egg, cheese.
Wow.
Sometimes he throws refried beans in there, which I think is a game changer.
You okay? So you are refried over just like a regular pinto bean?
I hate refried. I can't do refried anymore.
Sometimes it gets too sloppy.
I really like, and that's why I say like Law Vic's has the best, especially because the sauce. But I love their
Breakfast.
They put beans in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
they put
with
beans
the
and rice too.
With
Yeah.
the rice, so
It's
good.
just clutch.
And the chorizo.
chorizo.
I always get potato bacon.
Well, I usually get bacon, but
Potato bacon.
no, I would say definitely egg, bacon,
Potato.
and the
Egg,
top two
bacon.
ingredients. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a third, but
Okay.
I mean, ketchup. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean chorizo. I feel like if you're got to pick a protein, I'm chorizo till I die. in
chorizo though,
breakfast.
especially at fucking it's fucking greasy.
It does.
like a
You see it
motherfucker.
dripping out the
Yeah.
bottom of the burrito.
Yeah,
That
and then,
that
like, you're-
red, and you dip it in there at the end like
Yeah,
a
it
savage.
stains the tortilla.
Exactly.
What about you, Kev? What's your
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much.
Kev goes no beans at Chipotle. I know that.
Yeah, so it's no beans.
Crazy. That's a crazy move, man.
It's no beans at La Vic too, but they do
No
have
sauce, am I right?
no sauce.
You go rice. A guy named Matt McLaughlin goes rice, chicken, cheese. That was his Chipotle order. Rice, double chicken, but rice, double chicken, cheese. That's it.
I got lettuce on that, and you're pretty much on
So that's
double chicken, double white.
yeah,
Little bit of
exactly.
lettuce, little bit of
Do you
cheese.
double wrap the burrito to get it a little more tortilla? Or are you trying to cut
Usually
cows?
I'm bowling it. I don't really go.
God.
Tortilla on the side. though.
Yeah.
No cheese on the side.
No tea.
I Chipotle sucks now. They fucked me twice. I'll never go there.
Are you ordering online?
Huh?
Are you ordering?
No, I'm going in store.
Wow. I've had Chipotle not even joking, 4 times this last week. I had it twice, I think.
No, I don't know
One-
if I'm
in one
going
day?
if I'm going at the
It's
wrong
so good.
times.
Which one do you go to? You
So
go to the
I've
one
been
right
to-
on Hamilton.
I've been to multiple. I went to
Camden's the home and native. That one never fucks
no. So
up.
I went to one
Gotta know how to
in
order.
Los Gatos.
Camden Union.
By the Garrett.
And it was like trainee day or something, and I'm like looking, I'm like, this is fucking horrible. And then I'm like, I just literally I
By the
got
old
it for
Armadillo
Brit and I, and
Wings.
I'm like, I'm never gonna go to fucking Chipotle again. But then literally we sorry, is the dogs
Fucking
hump
doge.
themselves? When I was in New York, Joe and I went after at halftime of like some football game. He's like, let's just walk down to Chipotle. It was like right down the street. I'm like, yeah, it's quick. So we go there, and it was like 8:30 maybe. No, it's probably like later. It's like 9ish, but everything in New York's open late, so they're probably closing at like midnight. And there's like one guy working. You can tell he hates his job. And we're going down the line, I'm getting my bowl, and I'm like, we're like, and we'll do 2 bags of chips. And he's like, oh, there's no more chips. And Joe and I are staring at like 10 bags on the thing.
I've
and we're
seen
like,
this before.
We're like, what are those? What are those chips? He's like, oh, no, sorry, man. Those are for the online orders.
to go orders. I've seen this exact thing play out.
And I'm
It's
like,
so good.
I'm like, Joe and I are like, okay, but we're right here ordering. Can we have the chips, please? He's like, no, I can't. This is for online orders. Like, Joe and I are looking like, is this guy fucking? I'm like, all right, yeah, thanks, man. And we both were like, never going there again. Like, what the?
That's crazy.
Like, I'm in your fucking brick and mortar right now ordering.
right?
Give me a fucking bag of
cash
chips.
and willing to tip you. You're not going to see an ounce off of the DoorDash.
Or wait for the freaking DoorDash driver to speak English and just you're going to give it to fucking him.
It's
God,
great.
it's
I
Sleepy Joe
saw
America, Kev. I'm tired of this shit.
Sleepy Joe. I saw that exact situation play out like a couple months ago, and it was like a lack of better words, a Karen, and she was like, I'm not leaving until I get my chips. And I was like, kind of pissed because my burrito's sitting there open, like waiting to get cheese on it, and that's it. And I'm like, fuck, my shit's cooling off. But at the same time, I'm like, kind of good for you. Like, good, stand your ground. Fuck yeah.
We're like, so I can go on Chipotle right now online and order a bag of chips, and you'll give it to me, but because I'm saying this transaction right now, you won't.
It's crazy.
It's like, I'm like, all right, dude. Yeah.
Another thing you said that
Good luck
reminded
with the
me
15 an hour, asshole.
is I was there literally last week, and this girl, I don't know, she, again, only person working. There's guys in the back, and they're all like on their phones fucking around. I'm like, help this chick out, like Christ Almighty. And she's sitting there, and like, there's two people in front of me, and it's like she's doing the whole line and then ringing people up. And shout out the Newbergs. My cousin used to work at Chipotle. Great listeners. Shout out Kylie. Shout out the Newbergs. But anyways,
shout out Newbergs.
This girl is making the burrito, and she's like sitting there, and all of a sudden, like they're like, it's a line comes in behind me, and now she's like panicking, and then all of a sudden she's like starting to make my burrito, and she's like. And she's like sniffling, crying, like as she's making it. And I gave her like, hey, take your time. Like I kept saying, like, take your time, like, don't worry. Like, and she was like, and it got uglier and uglier. And I was like, oh my Christ.
This place sucks.
And I was like, can I have literally just give me a water cup. And then I fucking obviously fill it up with Coke, but as one does. But yeah, I mean, Chipotle, it's great. Say what you want, but you're paying a different price every time you go. That's the other thing. It's like, I feel like every different, I don't know. I feel like every different Chipotle has a different set of price.
I feel like I've got it hammered down now. Like I feel like I know what I'm paying when I'm walking.
At the one I go to, yeah, the Camden one, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like $12.53 for a steak burrito. But you go to any other one, they're like $13.30. I'm like the one behind Westgate yesterday charged me like $14 for a steak burrito. I'm like,
why don't you just go to a whole like Adelita's is fucking. Well,
it's just you know what you're getting. Yeah, Chipotle doesn't fuck up my stomach. I know
that's true.
You know what you're getting.
I get that. That's true.
Speaking of Karens,
yes,
I'm coming back from peeing and doing all the background check stuff.
Right.
So I get on 87 from old Leelong. You know, that little
like heavy long.
So I'm going straight to get on 280. And so I'm in the right-hand lane, so I could go to 680 if I'm really going to 680, but I'm not, so I'm just going to go straight. So this person in front of me is going really slow. I'm like,
he's trying to get over. That's where everyone gets over to 680, you're saying?
No, like no one's going to 680, but 280 is kind of packed, the left lane.
Gotcha.
So... But I'm coming up on this person. Like, they're not directly in front of me. Like, they're farther, but they're going slow. So I start slowing up, and this Explorer is on my ass. I'm like, yo, like, come on. So then they finally get over, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get over too, because this person in front of us is going really slow, and we're the only two over there. So I start going, and this bitch fucking...
Brake check?
Lays on the horn.
Oh. Behind you?
Yeah, the Explorer that got...
In front of you?
Me. No. Behind. The Explorer was riding me. Then they got over to the left lane, and then I was just gonna get over too because we were both in.
Oh, so they got over to gas it, and then you got over like right after to go.
Fuck you, yeah. So, but they like jump in front, so I can't go, and they lay on the horn, and they're like fucking, and I see it's a mom. I'm like, oh, no way.
Now we're
wait, that was honking at you?
Yeah. So we freaking
hot or no?
No, like your typical like could be hot, but like kind of fat.
Putting in no effort.
PTA mom bullshit.
Exactly. So
3 kids, hates her life.
So obviously it merges into one lane, and I'm behind her. I bolt to the farthest lane, and she like kind of, you could tell, tries to like get over, then could see like I just beat her to it, and then I'm going by her, and she's looking forward, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Were her kids in the car?
Well, no, it's just her. I'm like, fuck you. And then like I'm still like I'm holding it.
Yes.
Like, fuck you. And I was gonna start getting the old finger gun going.
Oh God.
Doing the Connor like, oh fucking.
Oh my God.
But then,
that's how you get your license plate written down.
But so then I get over because I'm getting off on Saratoga. And obviously, I have eyes on her where she's at all times.
100%.
So I see she's coming up on my right, on my left, and she's in like the second lane to the carpool, and I'm getting off, and she's coming, and she's looking at me, and I'm like,
yeah.
What was she doing?
did it twice?
So the first, I don't know if she saw me the first time, but the second time, I mean, it was right. In
It's
her
so
face.
good.
It was just,
There's no better. That's a
was
win.
right.
That is a win if I've ever seen
time
one.
I was coming out of the classic car wash, and this girl, you know, it's a tough get out if you're going left.
Almaden one?
Yeah. This person, like, just no courtesy, doesn't let me out, and so I have to like totally like maneuver out.
What nationality?
Young kind of Asian girl, but like halvesy Asian. More Filipino.
Father was a GI.
So I make my way out, make a left, and I literally stop, look at her, point, and go drive off.
It's the
and
best.
I never felt so good about myself.
When you get away clean like that too, when you're like, there's no shot they're even gonna come after me. You're like, God, that felt good. I can just flush it now. You don't even drive away frustrated. You're like, it's done there.
Well,
Can't wait to tell my dad.
That's what I did to Ryan. I did it in Rye's car to that.
Oh yeah, the
Homeless in
sketcher.
Trader Joe's, and he followed us around the parking lot.
That's not good situational awareness. That's not having an out. You always got to have an out. God damn, that's funny. How about the guy biting the dude? I know we're switching topics a little bit. In the UFC, full on bit the
And
guy.
then got dropped, right? Like
Got hit immediately, which is crazy because they've brought guys on that have bit guys in other
And they
organizations.
withheld his purse.
Did they? Oh, because it's a DQ. I guess that you technically can. It's
kind of fucked. Then the guy that got bit got the yacht, right?
And Dana's like, I'll give him a $25K bonus. So he gives him that, and then he gets the tattoo. He's like, fuck it, I'm giving him the full $50K. So he got a 50 for a bite mark tattoo on his fucking bicep. It's crazy, but that's like one of the weirder things I've ever seen happen in MMA.
I mean, I'm gonna cut the guy some slack. He got hurt early. So once you
towel.
once you get hurt, you don't really know. Your brain's like,
Oh, well, you can't bite people.
And then you go on autopilot, and never once has autopilot said bite. That's crazy. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I feel like there's no excuse. It was crazy because you could see like the top teeth indents with the mouth guard in. So you must have bit hella hard just to get like the grooves from the mouthpiece stuck in. Yeah, it was wild. I went I'm killing it in the verdict league I'm in though. It feels good, man. Went 5 for 6 in picks. It's goddamn verdict.
Saturday.
Nice. It's like a fantasy league for UFC. It's like bi-weekly. You can join leagues. So it's like we could do one just like us for anyone who wants to fucking join.
And you guys want to join, let us know.
Wow, let's start a verdict league. I'm almost a perp belt.
I was actually thinking,
In
and
verdict,
Todd,
not
this could be
jiu-jitsu.
good. This could be good for you.
there.
Stealing off the MMA Hour Parlay boys and doing we could like do like the big cards.
Yeah.
Like we each pick a bet. Like that could be like a money line or a over.
I'm down.
And like then we'll like post it before the card. Like Todd's pick is Poirier money line. My pick is, and it's a parlay.
That'd be fun as fuck. It doesn't have to be UFC. We can do it for whatever, honestly. I know Todd's not really
I'm not
a
as
UFC
locked in.
savant.
Even though speaking of UFC, did everyone see Roadhouse?
Yeah, me and Boog watched it here.
I'm worried about Connor, man.
Oh, the interview afterwards was scary.
I'm worried about him.
What are your thoughts on that, Boog? Seeing your boy fucking, it was good.
I mean, Twitter is.
Did you see the video?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's crazy. He's like on a full blown coke spasm. He's like,
If some people on Twitter are saying it's like, oh, he's hungover from the night before, but
That's exactly what it is.
oh my Christ.
Exactly what it is.
That's crazy. He looks unwell. Like I said, he looks like he's dropped like 30 pounds off of coke. It doesn't look like a good.
He looks like
weight
Vinny
loss.
Chase in Entourage season.
He's
4.
Okay, he just had his first movie. He's partying hard. Since just had St. Patrick's Day, he literally
God.
He literally said, "I'm just gonna party hard, enjoy this, and then afterwards, got the call. All systems go.
I mean,
June 29th.
I'm
now we're
throwing.
going.
I might be throwing all the water stock on Chandler.
Do it.
I don't even know if he's gonna fight. That's the thing.
I
Like he
mean-
keeps calling for him, but I mean specifically Chandler. I don't know if he'll fight Chandler. Like I feel like Chandler's thrown
I
away.
don't see it. I don't see it.
It's like
He just got killed by Gyllenhaal, for Christ's sake.
no, he walked out of the.
He walked out of the hospital, and everyone, if you saw the movie, I mean, Knox beat that ass. If fucking dumbass Brant wasn't opening his mouth,
That's
Gyllenhaal's
true.
Wait,
fucking
his name is
done.
Knox?
Yeah, didn't you see the tattoo? It says Knox, Knox, Knox.
A guy that speaks like a leprechaun is
Yeah.
not named Knox. What the fuck? That is horrible. How do we not rewrite that to like Irish or something? Knox?
He does say Arrivederci in his first scene, which is a crazy. Yeah, I mean the if you've seen the original Roadhouse,
Yeah.
you kind of know what you're getting into. It's
Right.
it's over the top.
But I heard that there's not a Sam Elliott character.
no,
and
it's different. The premise is the same, but the movie is different.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean it's still over the top. It's like it's rewatchable as background noise. I would
I heard
say.
he's gonna be like Schwarzenegger, Stallone.
Jesus Christ.
They're gonna build.
That's probably a no.
There's
They're gonna
no
build
way.
around him.
Speaking of the next big star,
Sorry, I don't mean to cut
No,
you off.
you're
He
good.
might
Go
be
on.
Creed 4.
No,
The
he's
Irishman.
not.
No.
the Irishman. No, I was just gonna say. Speaking of the next big star, Shohei, the boy. You guys think it was him gambling?
Yes, 100%. Kev Cal, you got
Dude,
come on.
I don't know.
You're the AL West guy. You're our
I
representative.
mean, I would say no if it's. I don't think it was Shohei doing it, but
Really?
I don't think so.
It
I
seems
mean,
sketch.
It's there's a lot going on that's sketch.
What he
Like,
needs to
it's-
say is it was my buddy. My buddy was in a jam and he needed $4.5 million, and I got. But another great thing that someone said was when you're that guy with the with his current job, there's no way he has a $4.5 million credit line with the bookie. There's no way.
You're saying
there's no way they would have had him that long on that line.
the only reason I could see it
Is
is
it like maybe if they're like they know he's that close with Shohei?
exactly that's the only reason. But that
But then,
brings
but then Shohei would have had to have known. Like you can't just
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Which
There's
he's
no
not
way.
copping to. Like I'm all
Which
good
is
with hey,
great.
yeah, my boy was in a jam. He bets. I'm worth over almost $1 billion. He needed 4.5. Here, take it. That's
I've
fine.
seen that the estimates are like way higher than 4.5. They're closer to like 25 mil. And that was from like a Korean outlet or I think Korean or maybe it was Japanese. But it was like a kind of a sketch source. And I was like, I don't know.
No,
but still.
there's no way the guy translator in the MLB. He probably makes what? I mean, he even probably gets good money just because of Ohtani. There's no way he's having a $4.5 million credit line.
Right.
No way.
And which is crazy.
be
And then we
dead.
see that he lied about other shit. He said he went to UC Riverside, never
right.
went.
And then he
like,
worked for like the Yankees.
was the
and
Red Sox,
and,
yeah.
like and they're no
and just
records
no
of
record.
anything.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's gonna be
a great 30 for 30 or a
That is-
documentary
no, it
one
would
day,
be.
but there's a lot of smoke that needs to be cleared. It's
exactly.
gonna be wild. Could you imagine him getting suspended and just like, I mean, coming off of UCL might not be the worst thing for
But
him. It's
also,
like,
He's hitting already. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
no,
I don't know
yeah.
if the MLB wants to do this and like suspend Shohei. But
The next
again,
big
like you
thing.
said, a lot of smoke has to be cleared. Like this is. Like, in
But
its
even if he's only
infancy.
like it said he was betting, it was like soccer, like he wasn't betting baseball. Who gives a fuck if they're betting that stuff? I don't give a shit.
well, that's the thing. It comes down to they should be allowed to just do whatever the fuck they want. Like obviously not bet on baseball, but even then you should be able to bet
when I
for
was
your team. I've
tech-
always been a fan of that.
Technically, which we still did, which is not breaking news, but
Yeah.
you're not allowed to bet. When I was working for MLB, I was not allowed to bet on MLB games. I still bet on MLB games. But
That's
they even went as far as you cannot be in a fantasy baseball league.
yeah, I've
Working
heard
for
that.
MLB, you cannot be in a fantasy.
Which is crazy because it's like
That's kind of dumb.
no one's taking a rake from that. Like no one
Right.
wins besides the winner. Like
I'm walking by Scherzer and like, hey, dude, I need you to go like 6 tonight, really bad.
Exactly,
I'm like,
right.
I need you to pick up a win and 10
it's like
strikeouts.
you think I'm not trying. Thanks,
No,
dickhead.
yeah, I know,
Like,
yeah. But yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, no, all of that's so stupid. It's And like I get it to a point, but I don't know. Let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Fuck you. Fuck
No,
what you
let Barry in first before you let Pete in. Fuck.
Pete's been waiting longer. More hits.
Less jacks.
Less jacks. That is goddamn true. But guys, I had my first day of work today. It was a doozy. It was crazy.
Did you pack a lunch or?
No, and I'll start by saying this. I like the job. I like the job I have. I think I'll like it a lot more than my last job. But like I called my dad to tell him once I was driving home, you got to pay to take a shit in this place. Like it's not Google. You're not getting free food. You're not getting everything's got a price on it, and it's like
you'll learn though. You'll learn.
No, exactly, and I'm fine with it. It's like every other workplace. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just so crazy coming from the same environment where everything was just like, hey, Red Bulls are in the free, like anything you could think of, everything's free. And then here they just got vending machines everywhere, and it's just like I don't care, but it just makes me laugh. But anyways, we'll start from the top. I'm a clinical arrive early guy. There's no point in my life where I've shown up late to something, right? And I start at 8. It totally fucks my morning jiu-jitsu schedule. I'm no longer a morning jiu-jitsu guy.
And you're going to Mountain View? What's your?
I'm in Santa Clara for work. Jiu-jitsu's in San Mateo.
Oh, no, okay.
So it just logistically.
So that's not too bad of a commute from.
No. So that's what it comes down. So I leave at 7 today. I'm like, got to be in at 8:30. They say come in at 8:30 today. God knows why. I usually start at 8. They said 8:30 on your first day. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, I'll leave at 7 just to see when I get there for the regular days at 8. I get there at 7:22. I'm like, fuck. God damn it. I got an hour 15 to kill or whatever. And of course, me being me, I just got to get the head right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting the head right and mentally preparing for this. And so it's like 8:15. And I'm like, is it too early? There's a head girl and she goes, hey, call this other girl when you get here. I won't be there yet. She'll be here. She'll come grab you. I'm like, okay, perfect, whatever. And she sends me the number in an email, so I just have to click the link and it shows up call. You just hit the button. I don't have to type in a number or whatever. So it comes 7:15 or 8:15. I'm like, no, a little early. 8:20. I'm like, okay, 10 minutes early. That's respectable. I'll give this lady a call. I give her a call, voicemail, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Like first day. Yeah, right? I'm like, this is crazy. Like not that I'm nervous or anything, but I'm just like, why can't it run how it's supposed to go on the first day?
Right.
And so I call again, voicemail. I'm like, okay, like this is, I gave it like 10-ish minutes. Call again. And like, I'm just like sitting outside my car. And like, at that point, she doesn't answer the second time. I get back in my car. And then I get a call from the number. I'm like, oh, okay. So I hop back out of my car. And I'm like, hey, this is Jimmy. Like, I just want to let you know I'm here. And it's this dude. He's like, this isn't, and I left a voicemail. He's like, this isn't Holly. You tried to call me twice. This isn't her, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck, what do you mean? So she gave me the wrong number. And I'm like, Christ almighty. And so like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she told me what building to go to. There's security, there's a receptionist. So I'm like, I'll just talk to the receptionist. Yeah. She'll probably know who I'm supposed to meet. And like, I know her name. And I'm like, maybe she can call her over. And she's like, oh, well, and I go in the lobby and the lobby's like full of what I find out is new hires. And I'm like, oh, she's like, well, if you're starting today, you must be with this group. They told you to come to this building. Like, just go with them. And so I go with this group of people into this random building, and we're just sitting there. And the lady that I was supposed to meet found me like 20 minutes later after this meeting has started, and she like opens the door and like waves me over. I'm like, fuck. I'm like red faced. I'm like, God damn it. Like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, and like I tried emailing, calling, texting the original lady, like letting her know the situation, not getting back to me. And this lady finally finds me, whatever. And she's like, I thought you didn't make it. And I was like, I tried calling you. Like and so I show the number. It's one number off. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And so just not the best look to start. You know what I mean? Like she was like laughing about it, like, haha, whatever. But I'm like, I look like a fucking idiot. But whatever. So we're going on. The day's fine, and I'm just meeting people. I know how many times I said like, "Oh, nice to meet. Like, oh, see you around." We heard lots about you. Hope good things. Like the same shit, fucking over and over and over. And I'm like, God damn it! And like, I'm kind of not fed up, but just like over meeting people. It's a lot to take in. They're giving me tons of information, and then they're like, "We want you to meet the head guy." He's like our contact to the account. Like he's the top dog. And so I go up and shake his hand, and he's like wearing, and I overdressed. I was
going to ask what you were
classic
wearing. And
I just jeans with boots, not like big boots, but like nicer boots.
Like cowboy boots?
No. I wouldn't even consider them boots. Maybe, I don't know. My vernacular in shoes is bad. They're tie downs, but they're like mid top. But they look nicer. I don't know what the fuck you call them. And then a button down shirt, collared shirt, buttons, sleeves, and then just a North Face jacket on top.
There you go.
Just tie it together. But I quickly found out I was pretty overdressed. I'm gonna be rocking tennis shoes tomorrow. So some Steve Madden tennis shoes.
There you go. Whoa.
Still. Old Johnny's brother.
Slide flag.
Goddamn
brother.
Nordstrom Rack, baby. Hey. But anyway, so I meet the head guy's over there, and they're like, "We want you to meet him." And I can tell this guy's like, he's got a big booming voice. He's a dude. Like you don't meet many of them in the tech field.
Floyd Ambrose.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Winner.
But you can. That's really good. But you can just tell that he's like he's got a big booming voice, and like I go and I introduce myself, and he shakes my hand, and he does the Donald Trump where he grabs like this part of my hand and like sticks it to me, like, and so I'm like, oh God, like what do I do? And so I go and he's like firm there, and so I just like using all that jujitsu, I get under the hand and make it a proper handshake and squeeze the shit out of it, and I'm like nice to meet you, like fuck you, like. And so then like after that, me and him, like immediately he had what felt like a more respect for me. He started talking to me. He's like, "Oh, this guy over here is a jackass, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, okay, like, it got me on a good foot. Didn't limp fish my ass like he tried to. And then, nice. But again, I didn't eat, accidentally went on a 24-hour fast, no water. No, because I wasn't sure. They kept saying like, "Oh, you got to pay for this." And I was like, "Hey, I ain't paying for shit."
You got to pay for like coffee and stuff?
I didn't know. I was under the impression that you had to, but maybe not. I didn't know. And I was like,
usually it's free coffee in the office.
I would hope. You would think. But like I said, you're paying for.
Is it like an office, like the show, The Office?
It's bigger than that. They have several buildings and campuses. So like some of them are like labs where it's like they're working on. I don't want to say what without giving away the company. No, but they're working on like equipment and shit, and then there's like obviously the sales, but there's like 20 different buildings they have, so it's like it's kind of like the office. I got my own cubicle. It's the first time I've had my own cubicle. It feels weird. Feels dope. Weird.
Make sure you get some decorations. Put some stuff up.
I'm the guy. Even when we had just like not even cubicles, but we had like our own desks. Like everyone had like. They had like the Funko Pops, and they had like.
That's why when I was a kid, I had all the Pops.
They
all
had
the Marvel ones.
Exactly. They had like all this shit, and like you would look at my desk, and there would be a keyboard and a mouse, and this guy is ready to leave today if he needs to. Yeah, and that was what?
I'm gonna get you. They got the pink shorts O'Malley on Big Shots.
Oh God! Oh really? Yeah, I will not put a Big Shots on my work desk.
Funko?
No, they're like the Wrestle Buddies from the old. Remember you probably don't know the WWE wrestle, but like this stuffed
like action figures.
No, it's like a stuffed Sean O'Malley. It's probably like this big, or you can get them in different. You can get them small or bigger, but it's like a stuffed. But yeah, no, I'm the guy that, and that was the worst part of layoffs was like, it wasn't like back at Google. It wasn't sad getting laid off. It was sad seeing everybody pack all their shit up. Yeah, they're taking pictures of their kids down, and like I'm like. Fuck, like that guy's got a real life. Like I'm living at home. I'm just chilling. Like fuck it, I got vacation. Right. Literally,
same man.
Literally, it was fucking crazy. I was like, damn, and I just like grabbed. Exactly. I haven't Haven't talked to one. But I just grabbed my backpack and was like,
No, that's
see you guys.
When I was at CUDA, we had Monday through Wednesday they had lunch catered.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
And all the fridges were stocked with Coke, Sprite, like Hawaiian. I mean, like everything you could pop. I'm like, this is sick. Free coffee, everything. Like, this is living the life. And then we got purchased by some like investment company.
That is the first thing to
halfway
go.
through. All of that gone.
Yes.
No more lunches. We're like, what? And then it was like we had like these like they weren't vending machines, but they were like grab and go. It was almost like they put 7-Eleven grab and go stuff in different spots. And they gave us like a $500 card. You could get a credit. So I'm like,
You have to scan.
yeah, and I'm like, this is. I mean, they had like Starbucks cold brew stuff. Like I had really cool stuff, but I'm like, I don't want to be fucking buying this shit.
Exactly.
I already had it free, you know.
Well, and that's where my headspace is at. Coming from free to being like, gotta pay for everything. I'm like, fuck, I don't. This shit does not look good. And it's not discounted enough to where going to Chipotle doesn't make more sense. And it's right across the street. It's like you can pay $10 for a burrito here and take a gamble on some Sodexo food, which, don't get me wrong, is good sometimes, but other times it's like you're fucking get the bubble guts immediately.
Well, yeah, we had for Cisco, they had like every building had different snacks and stuff, but I found one that I just kept loading up on like popcorn to pop.
The best.
I'm like, just loading up. They had free coffee. But then the other net app I worked at, like on Tuesdays, they would just bring, I don't know if it was just my building, but like a giant fruit bowl with like bananas, like oranges, a bunch of shit. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool.
pretty
And
nice.
then, Fridays were bagel day. Everyone like they just brought a huge thing of bagels. No, I don't know. I think it was like
Einstein.
It was like I don't know, posh bagel maybe.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
But yeah, like all the schmears and shit. So I would get there early and have like 3. I'm like, fuck you guys.
That's the best. There's nothing better in a workplace than being the guy that eats all the food. That's the other great thing about today. I didn't eat all day, and so like everyone was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to lunch." Like, are you gonna eat?
Gone to bond with the team.
And so I went, but I was like, "Oh, I hit him with that. I'm intermittent fasting," and so I let everyone eat around me. I was like, "I'm not fucking."
Where'd they go?
They went to the campus to eat. Like we have a cafe on campus where you can buy food too. That's what I'm saying. Like they have like a cafe where they like have different like burritos, salads, this and that. And I was like,
I was gonna say if you guys were at a taqueria, buy some shots.
yeah,
I don't think they serve shots. On
that was
the workplace
at Google.
I thought they left.
We were they were on campus the whole time. But at Google, that was the rule. Googlers could drink as much as they want. Like there was no rule against them drinking, but it was us who was like owning the buildings. They were like, if we see you with alcohol, you're fucking done immediately.
When I was at Indeed and SF, we had a bunch of like beer and stuff, and then I would just grab, especially if I was like going to on a Friday. I'd always like leave kind of early, and then if I was like meeting like someone out for drinks, I'd just bring like 4 beers for on the train.
It's perfect.
And people would like look at me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm loading up
So
my
good.
bag with fucking beer.
Shotgun for the road.
Yeah, that was the one cool thing about Google too is they had like secret rooms. So they have like it's like a what do you call like a hidden bar? What's
Speakeasy.
a speakeasy? There you go. So you would like it would just be like a wall, and you would just see like a cutout of a door, or like it'd be like a picture frame, and you'd have to like scan in like on the wall. There'd be no scan, and then the door would just open up.
That's sick.
Super sick. And you would go in there, and there'd people be fucking drinking beer, sitting on their computers. Like, damn, it's actually pretty sick.
Noons.
That's where they bone in there too.
Speaking of boning and lunches, Kev, what do you call a freshly shaved girl on her period?
Wow.
You might have to cut
a Smug's Uncrustable.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
You couldn't tell?
Wasn't that good?
Oh, fuck. That is, I mean,
That also be
wow.
a title, Smudge.
Shout out my family watching. Love that.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Right away, Jim's face just like.
That's the game. Like,
Yeah.
my mom said before I left, hey, don't go swearing too much. She said, you ain't got to worry about me, Mom. These are grown ass men.
We could cut it.
I don't give a shit. That's not getting cut. What the fuck? That's work for me.
Came to my mind. Had to let it out.
I respect it. Let it rip.
Oh, we got crickets. Comedy store.
That was good. Hey, it wasn't bad.
Jim's face when she.
I couldn't tell where you were going. I was like, I didn't know if it was like a Catskills old timey joke,
I didn't know it was
or if you just made it up. But
so good.
I mean, that's a classic turn of me. And there, my friends, there's no better way to end it than that. Hey, shout out all the family that's watching. Gotta love it. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate you more than you know. And until next time, peace.
Peace.